All right, so if you clicked on this stream, this is going to be a viewer request for Ōkami HD. That is something you can do as a Tier 2 member if you choose to do that. If you're in the live audience, thank you so much for coming on over with us, as opposed to... it should have just brought you over, right? If you had to click on the link, thank you so much for clicking on the link, but it's supposed to end that stream and then dump everybody over here to help with the seamless transition, but it is a newer feature, so sometimes it doesn't bring everybody over. I think we're getting a clean capture. Okay, yeah, we're getting a clean capture. I have never played this game before. I remember seeing the gameplay footage for it way back in the day and wanting to get it, and for whatever reason, I never got this. I feel like there was a time where this was exclusive to the Switch or something? I can't remember. Is there a way for me to invert controller settings? I know we're going to need sensitivity, controller vibration. Seamless transition, awesome. Oh, camera control. Invert Y-axis. There we go. Did it save? It did. Okay. All right, here we go. And thank you guys for supporting diverse content over here. We do unlist these streams, but they end up in a playlist of viewer requests. If it doesn't hit 1,000 views, we unlist it for the sake of the channel. Which I need to make sure and add this to the viewer request playlist now. So we'll see how this does. I don't know if a ton of people are looking for gameplay of this game right now. A tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. Yeah, I try to get those vids taken down, Hayabusa, and YouTube won't do it. So I don't draw attention to them. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. I mean, if you feel like reporting them, that'd be great. Maybe they'll act if other people do, I don't know. It was first made for the PS2, then the Wii, and then the PS3. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size. I wish they didn't do the weird voice, because the writing's fine. Of tree trunks, its red blood eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beasts. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. That reminds me, I really think they should have called the show Falcon and the White Wolf, but whatever. They could have done really cool artwork with a falcon head and a white wolf head, but whatever. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranyui. Shiranyui? The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranyui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranyui's swift movements. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Let's get those first 100 likes. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into my butt. I'm just kidding. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson, upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. Yeah, the sound in the backyard, hang on. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood in its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranyui, the wolf, that dwelled outside the village. Barring its fearsome claws, Shiranyui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. This is a long freaking intro. It's like a Zelda game, but it takes after Japanese folklore. Cool. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranyui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranyui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranyui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranyui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. But Shiranyui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. When we get actual gameplay, I don't know, man. We might just be reading a book. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. Oh yeah. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. This game was made by Clover Studios before they were dissolved into Capcom. Many people at Clover left and made Platinum Games, making stuff like Bayonetta. Oh, cool. Shiranyui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. It takes its time setting up story. It really does. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. The prologue takes about 20 minutes. Jeepers. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi. Tsukuyomi, I think. Tsukuyomi. Placed inside of the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukuyomi? The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale. You sure about that, bro? What'd you do, man? Come on, bro. Put it back in there. Welcome to the party, pal. Munch. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds, speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me and unleash my power. I don't wanna! Roar. Sorry, they didn't do voices for everything. Time to run, man. I mean, if it was that easy to take the sword out and set this demon free, wouldn't that sword have been in a better place? Like maybe under lock and key, maybe in a fortress, maybe in a castle, maybe in a dungeon? And Joker was like right out in the middle of a courtyard. You know, this guy just unleashed hell because he was curious. He's like, is this the sword? Oh, shit. Well, I messed up the whole world. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Asa! Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What's that? Pretty flower lady gonna show up? Save the day? Wake up the wolf? What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. I'm awake, and I got a frisbee on my back. Ōkami Amaterasu. 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 I don't know. Ōkami. You got this push notification an hour ago? Change of plans tomorrow? It has 826 views? That's actually really, really good. That's weird, Sven. Such divine light, white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. He's sitting down for this. Jiminy. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Sniff. Oh, he's sleepy. You talk too long. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to the devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Her butt's out. Little cheeks are out, dude. You can give her a little smack if she's so inclined, you know. If she needs to go a little bit quicker, a little pat. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Just give him a little jiggle. What is this? Something stolen its way into my robe? She's getting tickled by something. Little jiggle there. Little jiggly, what, frog came out? What was that? What is that? Is that a present? Is it a beetle? Is it a bug? Is it a mushroom? Is it a man? Boy, for little thing, you sure are a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? I mean, can you blame him? Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name is Isun. Wandering artist Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Okay. What do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? Well, I don't know about that. What's with you, furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Yeah, I want to play a video game. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it, you look just like that statue of Shiranui. Tasty. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? Handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkamaru, against you. Bruh, we got like an 8-headed dragon flying around, and you're sitting here worried about your frickin' paintings and stuff. Why is it dark? What's that growling? Oh great god Amaterasu, I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. This is long. That's what she said. This tree's returned to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl sure said some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're going to reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Holy mother of... Oh, it's cool when I land. What did I do? I got to jump twice, chat. Is that like a motion blur? I hate when frickin' games don't let you change anything. Oh, here we go. No, it's 30 FPS. I set it to a 120 Hertz refresh rate. I know I did. I inverted the... So it's inverted by default. Down is up is down. Hold on. That's an origin mirror. They say that your reflection appears on its surface. Your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes. I'm not learning anything, I'm reading! Dude, the freaking camera is wrong for horizontal. There we go. Everything is freaking backwards in this game. Hey, you walked 10 feet. It's time for me to talk again. Look at those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press X to bust them with your head. Way to go, my furry friend. you can do that. Anytime you see something, you can break. You can also do it anytime I'm not interrupting you like a pesky little bitch. Oof, I hit my head on the wall. Okay. Yeah, Navi's got nothing on this little a-hole. Hold on there, furball. Get a load of that. The chest looks mighty tempting. We're not letting you discover anything by yourself. I'm gonna open this, and he's gonna talk. You obtained Holy Bone S. Amaterasu's favorite snack. It restores 3 units of solar energy. Okay. Take that, ya horse! You're just gonna call me, I have a cool name like Amaterasu, and you're gonna call me Amy? A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? I don't know! You've made me read 1,000 words! Rejuvenation. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. I'm really glad this is here. Yo, what's good, feed? Oh. It's releasing a game for a stream. What do you want me to do, Smashville? Play games before I stream them to test them out? When am I going to do that? Am I going to hire a clone to do that or a robot? Somebody requested this, so I'm doing what they requested. No! Dude, I took 4 steps, dude. Shut the absolute shit up. Just shut up. I didn't do anything. I hit X.
Yomagami. Ah, why if it isn't Mother Amaterasu? I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, Yomagami, God of Restoration, have eagerly awaited this day when we could meet again. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. Cool. This time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of stardust.
What are you doing, Havoc? Are you being for reals? We're gonna restore the river, guys. I have no idea who could master the technique. You're gonna put me to sleep. I walk 10 feet and have to listen to you talk. Welcome to Ōkami. Oh my gosh. No, I won't be able to pull it off, because I can't do anything! Supposed to be a friendly stream? No, it's not. Where'd you hear that bullshit? Alright. You obtained Astral Pouch. It can swallow up lots of food. When it's full, it can revive its owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it with whatever food we can find. You consumed peach. Juicy and fragrant peach fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed apple. Nectar-filled sour apple fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed orange. Orange with sharp citrus taste fills astral pouch a little bit. No, I pressed buttons, Anna. It doesn't do anything. Get headbutted, bitch. Yeah, and it let me set it to 120 refresh rate, but we're getting a 30 FPS game. I assumed when they called it Ōkami HD that it was going to have all that stuff upsampled. But my gosh, yeah, it's 30 FPS and blurry. It's not even like a good motion blur either. It's like a smeared motion blur. It's a shame because the style is dope. Like the art style is very cool. It's more cinematic. Your mom's more cinematic, Ashton. I'm sorry. She's probably not. But you know. We're in the cave of Nagi. The legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago when you started playing this game. It's really tough. Oh. Well, if it isn't Mother Amaterasu. It's been a long time. With all these monsters around, the only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to the ancient heroes. I can't. Tachigami? Like a Tamagotchi. Oh, B! I can press B! What does it want me to do? F your sword. Can I? I don't understand. Man, I would love a remake of this game. Because it's got really, really cool mechanics. They just need to chill on the speeches. Graphic style's awesome. Hey, quit killing the trees, bitch! I already slashed him. You obtained an ink bottle. Bottle full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. It's a major part of the game. Oh, I know. I want to try the game out. Like, I think it's great that they took the time to write it all. It seems like a ton of, like, care and artistry and lore and history. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool that they did that, but it's, man, if you just want to jump in and, like, try the game out, holy freaking moly. You see that tree? That tree seems special. Oh, they all have that mark. Huh. Maybe not all. You consumed a potato, dry but satisfyingly flavorful. It fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed Chinese cabbage. Fills astral pouch a little bit. When Joker's reached his time, it's not entertaining Lono anymore. Anymore? Did it ever? You're sad now? You've always been sad. Now you just realize it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh! Ooh, I hit my head. Lono threatened to permaban me? Yeah, probably. Oh. At least nobody thinks mods get special treatment when it comes to roasting. That's right. Sir Brandt? Hang on, I got offered some keys here. Oh, I got a key for Narita Boy. We could give that away in the VIP room. Yeah, it's weird too, like it's not giving me credit for covering these games. Like I covered in Rays of the Light, I covered Mr. Prepper. I covered Wanted Raccoon, Can't Drive This, and Evil Genius 2, and I used those keys, but it's not giving me credit for covered. It's probably because I have the wrong YouTube channel linked. You know what I mean? So more than likely, they scan your YouTube channel to see if you've made any videos about it. I wonder, though, if I link this channel, I'll probably get rejected for key requests because this channel is so much smaller. I don't understand. Oh, we went with purple? Yeah, we were going to try and do red for the colors in Discord because it's YouTube, like your YouTube members, and YouTube is red. But it probably ended up looking too close to the Ultimate Network package that'll be red. Red is so loud. Any response from former sponsors? No. What does it want me to do? I wasn't paying attention. I mean, 80s... like, I've had guys that run the companies, like, express their frustration with the situation, because I don't think they necessarily wanted to just, like, cut me loose. But they really didn't have a choice. What if a member perk is picking your own color? No, that's not something we can do. This scheme is starting with Lono and then shading up from it. Weren't we already up there? Go back down and talk to the villagers? Oh yeah, I guess we restored the village. We basically want the network perks and the YouTube perks to be 100% separate, so there's no confusion whatsoever. I have like a separate scene, I have separate content I'm going to be recording for you guys on the network. It's going to be totally different. And colors are kind of a part of that. Maybe they don't need to be, I don't know. None of them wanted to potentially lose the business from your viewers, but they couldn't risk it. That's the problem with that mob. Yeah, long term, if some of those people would have sided with me, they probably would have ended up getting a lot of you guys to support them and watch them on the purple platform. They would have, I don't know, they probably would have benefited from it, but, you know. The mob requires assimilation and allegiance without question. This game looks cool. Art style, super dope. It's really hard to get into because it's lots of reading early on. Like, and it's an older game. It's an older game, so like sometimes you have to like, I don't know. Now go back up to the balcony place? Right, so we're dealing with some of the older game design decisions. Like right now, I'm just running errands and reading text. Got a lot of reading compared to Western games, but most gamers from Japan are very used to reading due to the popularity of visual novels. I just wanted to check out like the actual, I don't know. Village Elder, Mr. Orange. This one's gonna get unlisted. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My freaking brain is fried. I have made a valiant effort. Great game, but not a great game if you're playing intro in a 2-hour time block. Yeah. I love the concept and the art style. Like, it's genuinely cool. And getting to do that in the middle of combat is friggin' awesome. Man, like right in the middle of the fight? I just think they need to make a sequel to this game and modernize it. It's got great ideas and concepts for combat, and the art style is awesome. They need to make a sequel. This is it's so dated. It's a shame that they haven't ever made a sequel to this, because the concepts are very cool. Do you see the amount of dialogue I'm flying through? Like, it's absurd. Like, the concept of reading all of that, like, that's absurd. I'm button mashing through it, and it takes time. It's insane to me. It's just a style difference in storytelling. It's so much freaking dialogue, dude. Oh, there's a DS, the sequel on the DS. Yeah, I mean like a modern day sequel. I'll be honest, the frames per second, I'm getting one of those eye headaches, dude. Like, I can feel it on this side starting. I've got to stop. I can't do this. I'm like actually getting a headache, and I've got work I could be getting done. We're gonna have to just unlist this one. I appreciate the support, and Torchwood picked something that he probably thought, oh, it's gonna be so great. It's just, we set it to a 120 refresh rate, and I'm still getting a 30 FPS. I can't, dude. I can feel it starting on this side. I get like a headache like in and behind my eyes when I play these older games with really, really low refresh rates. I can't do it. Yes, so tomorrow we're playing Outriders over on the main channel, and then we'll come over here for Outriders on PC. So we're doing something a little bit different tomorrow, but it seemed really stupid to not play Outriders on the launch day, like on the main channel. Like a 4-hour conversation about Outriders, everybody's going to be like, why aren't you playing the game? I like that color spectrum a little bit more, Creature, that you're playing with now, the teal. I think the teal won't really overlap with the network. So, a dollar store mod. Yeah, we'll have to switch the mods to another color. Okay. Well, smash like and subscribe on your way out. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'll see you tomorrow for a bunch of Outriders. Make sure you're subbed here. Make sure you're subbed over on the other channel, sntrlive.com. And that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Friday will be a split of first impressions of Outriders and then more gameplay in the afternoon. Okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening. You guys are awesome.